Good morning, children. This is your Srinivas, English teacher from DAV High School. Welcome back to today's online session of Class 8 English. Hope you are all fine and doing well in your respective places. Dear children, stay connected with me every day. We discussed the summary, the overview of the very first lesson, the tattered blanket, in the previous session. Dear children, today we would like to know how to read the lesson. Now, I will show you the model reading of the very first lesson, that is the tattered blanket. Dear children, you do one thing. When I am reading the textbook, just you have to open the textbook and try to put your finger under every sentence. Please try to look at the sentences very carefully and observe the pronunciation of the each and every word. So now let us start reading the lesson, that is the tattered blanket. When he arrived unexpectedly at his home in the countryside in his office car and got down at the gate, his mother, who was lying in an armchair on the veranda, made a futile attempt to get up. Kamala, there is somebody at the gate, she said. Somebody is in a car. Kamala, her eldest daughter, a widow, who was sitting huddled up on the thinna on the veranda, her head and ears covered with a thin bath towel, got up reluctantly, walked slowly to the gate, and screwing up eyes, peered into the darkness. Let us move to the another page, that is fourth page. She saw a bald, fat, middle-aged man walking in through the gate. "Oh, Gopi," she said in her grating voice, "why this sudden unexpected visit?" "Kamala, who is it?" her mother asked loudly from the veranda. "Gopi," the man said. "There was a meeting in Thiruvananthapuram. I just dropped in on my way back." "Who?" "Kamala. Who is it?" There was a note of alarm in Amma's voice. "Amma, why are you so scared?" Kamala, Gopi's eldest sister, asked her a little awkwardly, as if you are seeing Gopi for the first time. "Amma, it's me, Gopi," he said again. He bent down and brought his face close to her wrinkled cheeks. "Amma, it's me, Gopi." "Kamala, I can't believe it. Has school closed for vacation?" "Amma is often like this these days. She doesn't recognize anybody," Gopi's sister explained. "But sometimes her memory is quite sharp. Then she asks me if you have sent any letter. I tell her everything is fine with you, Vimala, and the kids. What is the point of telling her that you haven't written for a year? Poor thing. I wouldn't dream of making her unhappy. I got a promotion last year. After that, I am always on my toes, and there are tours quite often. I don't get any time to write letters. Why don't you ask Vimala to write? Or doesn't she get any time too? What are you mumbling over there?" Amma said loudly. "I heard somebody coming in our car. Who is it?" "I told you. It's Gopi." "But Gopi is in Delhi, isn't he?" "Yes, Amma, it's me. I have come from Delhi." "Who did Gopi marry?" Amma said, suddenly lowering her voice. "I mean, what's his wife's name?" Don't say you have forgotten her name too. Don't you remember? Vimala, District Collector Nambiar's eldest daughter. Gopi's sister said, Oh, I forgot the name. Was there a letter from Gopi today? There was. He writes every day. I am terribly upset. Move to the another paragraph. Yes, move to the another page. That is page number 5. Right, put your finger. I am terribly upset if I don't get a letter from him every day. He knows it. That's why he writes every day. Look at the way she talks. Gopi's sister turned to him. Just as I told you, you know nothing about what is going on here. Do you? Who is that? Amma said again. Who is that in our car? It's me. Gopi said. I had to come to Thiruvananthapuram. I thought I should drop in to see you, Amma. Who is your Amma? What her name? Where does she live? Is it far from here? No, it is quite near. I don't know how I can bring back her memory. Gopi's sister said to him exasperatedly. Gopi placed his briefcase on the tinna. He opened it and pulled out the contents clothes, files, a shaving set. Switch over to the another page, that is page number 6. Dear children, observe carefully. Do you know my son Gopi? Amma asked him. He is in Delhi, a government officer. He has Kesari Yogam. He draws a salary of 2500 rupees. Do you know him? Yes, I know him. Tell him to send me a blanket. There is a cold mist in the mornings. If I catch cold, listen carefully. If I catch cold, it doesn't leave me for a long time. Tell him to send a blanket. Won't you? A red one. I had a blanket, the one he brought for me when he was studying in Madras. It is all tattered now, just a ball of knotted yarn. Tell him to send me a red blanket. Will you? I will tell him. He nodded. Please don't forget to tell him. The mist is not good for me. I think I will stretch myself out for a bit. I have been sitting too long in the armchair. I have a pain in the neck. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and come back to the veranda. Gopi's sister put Amma to bed and came back to the veranda. You didn't come to see Amma, did you? Delhi is too expensive. You know, I have 4 children to look after now. I can't make both ends meet with my salary, and one has to keep up one's status. It will be a great help if I can raise some money by selling my share of the family property. I came to talk it over with you. You will sell your land and go away with the money. I know you won't come here anymore after that. Don't say that. I will come when I get time. Your time? He saw the irritation on his sister's face. It took you more than 5 years to find time to come here. Amma is 83 years old now. I don't think she will pull on much longer. It took you so long to visit her after the last time. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said smilingly, feebly. Dear children, but Amma can't remember who I am, he said smiling feebly. But do you remember your Amma? So once again I would like to read out the same sentences. But Amma can't remember who I am, he said smiling feebly. But do you remember your Amma? So this is the lesson of the tattered blanket. Dear children, once again you have to go through the lesson and read the lesson very carefully, okay, by using correct proper pronunciation, pause, okay, stress and everything you have to use.